They're the ones who suffer. Wake up, everybody. Wake up, everybody. Wake up. It's the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother, John.
And this is Kiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, a.k.a. CDAT.
See that?
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in to help us to redefine what's cool.
What's cool?
It's Freestyle Friday. What's good?
You know what? Okay, so call in 727-637-2416.
Yeah, let's just start with that.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah.
If you got
yeah.
something to say,
join the conversation.
Just join the conversation.
Yeah, give us a call.
Kids in the car. Let's shout them out again.
Shout out to kids. Yeah.
You know, the kids like really enjoy this.
Oh yeah, they do. They like.
It's kind of like little celebrities.
I wish I could have grown up hearing my name on the radio.
I know. My nephew said his mom said I was like Liam.
Yeah.
He was like Liam. She was like, yeah, that's for you. He was like, what? And then he was like real calm, right?
Okay.
And he tried to hold it together. And then when he get at the school and get out, he was like, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. He had to acknowledge, like,
that was
cool.
Was pretty cool.
I like that. I like hearing my name on the radio. So you can hear your voice on the radio again. Join the conversation. Call in live 727-637-2416. And you're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, the new 99 Jams morning show. Early voting right now.
Yes.
Early voting's happening for the primary election and school board races. So you have, if you have a party,
right,
then this is your party's primary.
Right.
And so you can choose who you want to advance to the general to go against the other parties,
right, if it's party
candidate.
Affiliate. But we do have some races that is not party affiliate.
Yes.
Right.
School board number one.
Board
Yep.
is number one, and then so if you are independent, you can still vote on those issues. You just won't get to vote on like the governor,
right?
And some other races.
That's Nikki Fried and Charlie Crist for the Democrats, right?
Right.
I don't know who the Republican is. Anybody challenging DeSantis?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I may be wrong.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't
get a Republican ballot, right?
Right.
We may be able to pull it up though. You can see who's challenging DeSantis for the nomination for the Republican Party, but he is a rock star amongst their faithful followers. Though.
Oh yeah, I mean he's like he really is. They're like
yeah, they really love that guy. They like what he's doing.
Who was I talking to?
Yubi, good morning.
The other day, I do know. One of the support coordinators.
Okay.
That's over one of my clients. She went to high school with him.
With who?
DeSantis.
Okay. What was he like in high school? Is that a question?
She was like, not a good person.
Oh
no.
She remembered from school. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because sometimes you just don't remember them type of people from school.
Conversation on Tuesday.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I was really shocked. She was like, I went to high school with him.
With Ron DeSantis.
She was like, not a good person. So
really?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, that's unfortunate. I was hoping it might have been different, but okay. Consistency matters too, though.
Yeah, consistency does matter. Usually,
Yeah.
Some people change.
You don't just become that way.
No, it's something like behind. Like it may be like.
Okay.
It gets worse sometimes. You know what I mean?
Right.
The evil genius start off and they're trying to figure out the right concoction.
Okay.
You know what I mean? To make the poison.
Yep. Can you still hear us? Because my wife texted me and said that she can't hear us, and I just want to make sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's see what happened to that whole thing. No, I still got it. We still got it.
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay, I think it might have been on your end, sweetie. Good morning. Yeah, man.
So I don't know. So did you see the animal handler that was feeding the alligator?
Got his head crushed?
Got her hand.
Oh no, I didn't see that one. Tell me about it. What happened?
At a birthday party. A kid's birthday party. She's like feeding the alligator. The alligator like grab her head, and then she end up getting in the water like she's wrestling with
the alligator.
Yeah, to try to.
So after it got her hand, it pulled
like,
in the water.
She jumped in because she's trying to get her hand. Like he snapped, and she's trying to open the jaw. He done flipped her like did the death flip.
Yeah.
Then somebody else done got in there with him trying to. Yeah, people need.
So it was a pet alligator.
at a zoo or something. Yeah, so
Okay,
yes,
okay. So
but
it's like it ain't like a wild alligator.
no, still
It's
you need to lead them people. Look,
yeah.
lead
Some things you just
leave them to the streets.
yeah. Let him catch his own. I'm
Yeah.
sure that yeah, those alligators they know how to catch their own food. I saw this man who was crushed by an alligator, and they had the drone was
Hmm.
flying over when the alligator got him,
Mm.
and so it like really worked him over too. It crushed his skull. So he got like get a plate in his head, broke his jaw, and like really worked him. So I don't know how he ended up getting out there. Hey, happy Friday, Shayna. And so
Happy Friday, Shayna.
yeah, I'm not sure what's up with these people and these alligators, man. But yeah, again, we want to remind you we're going to do this pretty much all morning and all weekend. You're going to be hearing about it again. Early voting is happening. It started on August the 13th. Sunday is the last day to early vote.
And they got souls to the polls on Sundays,
It's a
right?
couple of souls to the
Right.
polls this Sunday. So you got roll to the polls happening at Jet Jackson Rec Center. That's at 9:30 from 9:30 to 12.
Okay.
And so 9:30 to 12 at Wildwood, right?
Okay.
But Thomas Jet Jackson Rec Center. At one point in our life, it's probably going to be called Thomas Jet Jackson, and we're going to stop calling it Wildwood. Not maybe not in our lifetime, maybe after us.
No.
It'll be a generation after us that won't remember the name being Wildwood. You think
No.
maybe?
No. Because when do you ever say Jet Jackson? Ever.
And when I'm trying to be like correct with it, yeah,
But when you give directions
yeah,
or you tell us something, meet me at Wildwood.
okay, yeah,
Go to
yeah,
Wildwood.
yeah.
Right down the street from Wildwood
But I
Market.
think we should call it by the new name, like Jet Jackson. I mean, that's recognizing and honoring, giving people their flowers and all of that stuff. I think calling them, calling it Jet Jackson. We should practice that.
It's a nickname.
Wildwood is the old name.
I'm
Jet
just
Jackson
saying,
is the new
but
name.
what I'm saying is still there, so it's like a new.
Y'all,
I'm
what
finna
y'all
be-
say? Put it in the
okay,
chat.
so
Do you
I'm
say
finna be
Wildwood or
like,
do you
I'm
say
finna-
Jet Jackson?
Okay, this is what.
Put it in
Only
the
reason
chat.
why I'm saying like nickname is because at this point everybody just call it. Most people know. Well, adults know that it's Jet Jackson.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool because we know Jet Jackson.
Yeah, but I
Because
mean,
it's going to be a generation at some point that's not going to really know who he was or never really experienced Jet.
right?
But I remember Jet. I know Jet. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And so the Jet Jackson Rec Center. But that's where the souls to the polls is going to be. It's at 9:30. But
The mama named the Cassius Clay. I'm gonna call him Cassius Clay.
and then he whooped him until he submitted. Right? But we're not gonna do that. Stop the violence, y'all. Stop the violence. But it's like this. It's like 9th Street and Martin Luther King Street. Like Martin Luther King, we should say Martin Luther King because I know, some of the people who advocated to get the name of that street changed.
I understand.
Yeah. You still say 9th Street?
Yes.
Boom, 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 boom.
What do you say?
Again, when I'm trying to say it right, I say Martin Luther King.
Right. But
And I'm trying to really
now,
develop
I'm
the
gonna
habit of
tell
saying
you
Martin Luther King,
that I
not
can
9th Street.
see Martin Luther King switching quicker, like
People adjusting to say Martin Luther King.
than 9th Street because that neighborhood is becoming well diverse.
Yeah.
And so when you're looking at it, 9th Street is something that we always, that we call it. What somebody said.
Shayna said Wildwood will always be Wildwood. How about 9th Street? Is it Martin Luther King or the 9th
But
Street?
I think 9th Street will switch over to MLK
Okay.
quicker than Wildwood would.
Okay. Have you heard that story about how like when they were looking to get it renamed and how some of the city officials wanted them to take 18th Avenue and make 18th Avenue Martin Luther King.
Right.
But the champions of the renaming said we wanted it to go down 9th Street because 9th Street goes all the way down into like North Side.
Right.
There's interstate signs, but if we didn't do 9th Street and we did 18th Avenue, there would be no interstate sign that says Martin Luther King.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, shout out to the people who cared enough to advocate for things like that. You know what I mean? Oh, and then they said remember when it first changed, the sign had 9th Street on it. It had 9th Street and MLK for a long time. And they said that was a compromise because business owners on North Martin Luther King
didn't want MLK.
Well, they said that people wouldn't be able to find their business because it's a new name and all of their promo had 9th Street and all of that.
So all these new developments that's popping up.
Yeah.
Right. And they're okay with being new development.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, we got
There
a
he is.
guest.
There he is. We got a guest that ain't a guest. Welcome to the ride, Mr. Edmond in the building. Yeah. You ain't got a guess. That's what time it is, man. Welcome.
They don't.
We talking about MLK and the naming of MLK, 9th Street, and you right. Bethel Heights. Okay, got you. UB. It's like Bethel Heights and Citrus Grove. That was another one, right?
Yeah, when are we gonna ever okay? Come on.
I still say Bethel Heights.
Right.
Yeah. Do you say Citrus Grove? That ain't plugged in. You might need to plug it in.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry.
you say Citrus Grove? ever. I put it on the flyer. I mean, we did an event over there, and I put Citrus Grove on the flyer.
It's just kind of, I don't know. So Maximo, they changed Maximo before they tore it down to they were calling the Marina District, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. So when I did an event there, I was saying
Maximo,
and the owner say no, Marina District. Okay.
Well,
nobody know where that's at.
The Marina District. No, there's a lot of people know where it's at now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did
good morning,
good.
Carla.
They did real good.
Now wait, now I'm
rebranding.
gonna say this. Carla is on here, right?
Yes, the one and only Carla B.
Now, she's listening to me and you, right?
Mhm.
You and I.
Yeah.
And she only speak to Jabbar.
Okay, but I think that's because she might have been already tuned in, and then when he came in, see, you got to know the one and only. You got to you got to know. No, listen, I'm gonna tell you, you got to know the one and only Carla B to know what that means.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like she's saying, "Good morning, Jabbar." Like, welcome to the ride. Thank you for joining us. Come on
in.
It
was the
Skyway Mall. Yeah,
right?
it was Skyway Mall.
See, we told you we ain't nobody know where that was at.
What the name was? Skyway Mall, Maximo.
Maximo or Skyway Mall, but
because it was a mini mall. You remember when it was the mini mall?
Yeah.
You don't remember the Maximo mini mall?
Cut that down.
Yeah, the Maximo mini mall. It's Freestyle Friday, y'all. Y'all give us a call.
That's what we here to do.
Man, Tony Wells in here. Thank you for tuning, Tony Wells.
And we have a guest. We got a special guest that's coming in after the 8 o'clock
What
hour.
Okay.
No, somebody else.
Yeah.
I thought I was a special guest. I'm tired of this.
You thought you was a special guest.
I'm tired of this already.
So look,
Negotiate my contract.
All right, so let me finish this piece too, because we did talk about the election, but I want to really say especially this. So you got the Souls to the Polls. We said there's 2 of them happening on Sunday the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is at 9:30 at the Thomas Jet Jackson Rec Center, aka
Wildwood.
Okay. And then you have another one that's happening in honor of John Lewis and his legacy. That's going to be happening at 3 o'clock at Williams Park.
Okay.
No other name for Williams Park. It's always been Williams Park.
Always.
All my lifetime in St. Pete. And also we wanted to just lift up the fact that the school board elections are also happening, and that race will be decided. Like District 7 school board race will be decided on next Tuesday, right? There's no going forward into
November.
There's no November.
Go cast your vote.
Yeah.
Now early voting has started.
Yes.
Vote Caprice Edmond.
There you go. Say that.
Say it again.
Just say that.
Hey.
Just go ahead and say that.
Vote
and the views
Caprice.
that are expressed.
So
who
don't
view that is?
This ain't the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club view.
Okay.
No.
Much.
It can
This
be
the
the
view of Mr. Edmond.
Yeah.
Go vote for school board member Edmond.
Okay.
Right.
Got you.
Go buy that.
No,
Okay.
Really, this.
Mr. Edmond, you got your playlist queued up. It's Freestyle Friday. And my wife said, I thought y'all was gonna be playing music. She was ready for Freestyle Friday. So I'll tell you this: the system that we use. See, I'm pointing over here, sweetie. So this system right here that we use to play the music is not working. When I came in this morning, the system was down, so I can't play the music the way we normally play it. But we might be able to work something out because it is Freestyle Friday and they want to hear some music today.
But we make sounds. Y'all know I do.
All right, so Charlie Soprano used to rap. You want to do it? Okay. Slow it down. Hey.
I can't rap to that.
You can't rap to that? Well, give him something he can rap to.
Okay. Look.
It's Freestyle Friday at the Breakfast Club. Yeah, it's Freestyle Friday with the Breakfast Club. Keep it going. Hey, it's Freestyle Friday with the Breakfast Club. We up in here. Clap. Give me a dub like that, like this. Come on and ride this weekend.
Okay, I like that.
Look,
soul to the polls. Soul to the polls. Soul to
go
the
vote.
polls.
Go. Get out and vote.
Your
She said no. That ain't it, y'all.
Dang, that was all for you.
Wait.
that was all for you.
You
All right?
ask, we give. You don't like.
Yeah.
That's all right too. That's a whole thing.
Right there in front of everybody. No.
No.
So
Hey,
disrespectful.
the Sandman is out, y'all. Where's the Sandman when you need him?
They swept all three of but
Out the door, baby.
Apollo.
Apollo for real.
You know, Apollo audience is ruthless, so they would.
Yeah.
Boo!
Boo! Ooh, ooh,
Oh,
ooh. Boo!
Oh no!
Right.
When they said ruthless, I remember when we were at Apollo, this girl got up there and sung, right, and she was.
Okay, yeah, Cheyenne was on the Apollo.
So
Yeah.
this girl,
boo, ooh, ooh, ooh.
she was singing. This girl was singing, "I'm going down," and the crowd started to boo. Her mama got up and say, "No, don't do it."
Y'all stop it right now.
Was she able to stop him?
No.
She only made him louder.
Rubber dub with the Breakfast Club. That's Carla P.
Shout out to Carla, the one and only. Carla, we need you to come in.
Yeah,
we need you to come in.
we do.
We need to have you as a guest to talk about what's been going on and what's been going down.
Yeah. The what's going down episodes, because it's a lot that's been going down. All right, this day in history.
Right.
August 19th is the 231st day of the Gregorian calendar year.
Okay.
On this day, Dayton, Ohio hosted the first All-American Soapbox Derby. The first geostationary communication satellite was launched. And
GPS?
I think that's what that might be. And the Operation Iraqi Freedom ended. Today is also National Photography Day.
Okay, that's my day.
Yep, when I saw this, I thought about you. Celebrated on August 19th, honors the photographer who works to offer us images from across the world.
Okay.
Photography catches society's imagination, and the photographer who captures it and puts it on display in public may be found here. Without the hand of a dedicated photographer, the images and art we adore would be nothing without the person who took the picture, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So let us pay tribute to the photographers by promising to give them credit when credit is due. Stop jacking people's stuff.
No, send my credit to my Cash App.
Okay, there you go.
Pay me, honey.
Okay, I'm with that too. Portrait photography, fashion photography, architecture photography, and landscape photography are just a few of the many forms of photography that's accessible today. Mr. Edmond, tell us your photography story. We was talking about digital entrepreneurship and how that happened. And I remember we had a conversation a while back about how, when you were making your transition, how that camera and computers, really work in your favor. Would you mind sharing that with the people?
Yeah, man. I don't know where to start, Brother John. Where would I start?
How did learning how to use the computer change your life?
Well, it opened up opportunity.
Okay, what inspired you to pick up the camera?
I always wanted to make movies.
Okay.
Like I was intentional. So when I bought my first camera, I started making music videos.
Okay.
So once I figured I could make music videos, I was like, oh, I might be able to make a movie.
What was your first camera?
A Canon TI-1.
Okay. You still have it?
No, I actually gave it to one of my homies. I wanted to plant a seed.
Right.
So I gave it to one of my homies.
Okay. Gotcha. Man, we should have kept that thing.
Did you buy that?
I meant to. I was going to wrap it in gold.
Yeah, I was thinking like keep that one because since making music videos, you've made how many movies?
10
movies.
10 feature films.
10 feature films. And we have one that's actually going to be showing.
Yes, Agent X2 is going to be shown September 2nd.
Okay.
Yep, at Movie Co. I mean, not Movie Co. Oh, my brain.
Is that downtown?
Yes, at the Sundial.
We talking about names, right? It was Movie Co.
It was Movie Co.
So you really
so when you say movie,
I was going to say Baywalk.
Yeah, because that's one of the names,
but
right?
See, and then you see how quick we switched with that one because it was Baywalk, and then we did go to Movie Co.
Yeah.
Right.
So do you still say Baywalk or do you say Sundial?
I don't say Sundial.
I be stuck in between the two.
Sundial or Baywalk? I think I say Baywalk. I don't really say Sundial.
I don't never say.
But I really don't kind of talk about that place enough.
That's what I'm saying. I never say Sundial. I've never once said Sundial. I said Movie Co. And I've said Baywalk.
Oh, and Carla, she said we're talking about Photography Day. Shout out to Clayton Sizemore.
Yes.
Said he has an Emmy for photojournalism. I didn't know that. I didn't know that about Clayton. Yeah. I didn't know that Clayton. I knew he was in the photojournalist, but I didn't know he had an Emmy for it.
We got Pulitzer prizes.
Ken Irby was a photojournalist.
Yep, I think either the Pulitzer or one of them he got.
Yep. Shout out to Boyzell Hosey.
Yep.
He doing his thing. Yeah.
We got an amazing bench.
We do. We got a lot of great photographers.
Not even that. It's something in the sauce in Pinellas County. Like St. Pete, we really got something in here. Like
we do.
Speaking of the sauce, big shouts out to Rod Wave.
Okay, what's happening with Rod Wave?
Young got the biggest album right now, Beautiful Mind.
Yeah,
is that a new album?
He's projected.
Oh, is that the one?
It's the new album.
Yeah,
okay.
He's projected to take over the number one.
Yeah,
spot.
they saying he's gonna beat Bad Bunny. So people don't know Bad Bunny is like the biggest artist in the world.
Okay,
and it's like a Latin group.
Bad Bunny.
Like last week they had
take a move on different platforms on the billboards or I don't know. So help me out.
What you mean?
When it's like taking over because there's like streaming.
Yes,
number one.
Charts. They got charts.
Okay, they got all the different charts. Right.
Some people synthesize all the charts.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. And Bad Bunny is like the top of everything.
Bad Bunny, everything. But shout out to that boy, Rod Wave, the home team.
This is my time when I say I went to school with his mama.
That shows your age.
Yeah. And my homeboy used to live right across the street from his mama. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, you got to say that though when you're talking about the number one artist in the world and on the planet
from your city.
Yeah. I know your mama, boy.
Your mama.
Your mama knew.
Your stepdaddy.
Yeah,
you know
for real. The whole
your people's your grandma.
Yeah. That's what
time blessing that boy.
Yeah.
For the city.
Right.
Did y'all see this thing? The federal judge blocked the Florida Stop Woke Act.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
Oh,
but see, that's what I was telling the St. Pete City Council. See, you see how the governor writing stuff and then boom, they got to stop it.
Yeah.
That's what we got to do.
Yeah.
Make them stop it. That's how the law goes. That's how the American way is.
Yeah.
If we go any other way, it's not the American way.
You pass a law that it gets challenged, and sometimes you win.
It goes up and you go chop.
They did. They got him with that. They did. But here's the thing, and you know what? I'm glad you said that because he probably knew that it was gonna get chopped.
Listen, man.
Like you can't do that and know that. But they did it anyway, though.
A lot of our lawyers and law people, they really be students of the Constitution.
Okay.
And they really be wanting to try the Constitution. They really want to try laws,
right?
Try what they can do.
But
then you have people on the other side that will not try the law.
Yeah.
And will not try.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
think about
scared.
If nobody tries segregation laws.
Yeah. Right.
Think about it. Just really think about it.
Like, well, that's just the law.
That's just the law. That's all we gonna do.
We gotta come
close. Too much money to
we might get sued if we challenge this.
My business might be closed. All the black people come.
Right. But just think about this. Even though it was chopped, right?
Yeah.
Look at all the chaos it has caused in the process.
Or distraction.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, and he knew this, but then yet his mission was still accomplished.
People
threw away books. They were talking.
They threw away books for the Stop Woke Act.
I don't know. That's a Kiana fact.
No, they did.
Kiana be knowing.
Yeah, okay.
The game.
No, so Kiana said it. They threw away books.
No, I'm just saying they were looking because they didn't want to offend,
wrong.
and they didn't know what happened. They took books out,
right?
And then they were talking. Caprice even said this. They weren't throwing. They technically didn't throw them away.
They couldn't
put
use
them.
Yeah.
They took them out of the library,
right?
And they moved them. And if there was a book that a student wanted to read or get, then the parents had to come and request it,
right,
for them to get it.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
So they said the Florida judge on yesterday declared that the Florida law championed by DeSantis, it restricts race-based conversation and analysis in business and education unconstitutional. Go ahead.
But when it goes to the Supreme Court, see,
this is because it's gonna keep going.
This is what America's about.
Yeah, so
that's why when I hear like local officials, we're gonna get sued. This. Wait, no, this is how the game goes.
Right.
This. Put your big boy boots on. Because this is what the game is about. Lawsuits, throw it back, push it back, kick it back, and then we find out what the law really is.
It's a staple of democracy.
And then you do it all over again.
That's what I told them. The city lawyers are not the Supreme Court.
No.
They do not make the decision. They give legal opinion.
Right.
See, I ain't been here, y'all. I'm holding stuff in.
So these conversations that we were going to have,
Yeah.
but now that we can have it. So check it out. They said that one of the reasons why Walker was the judge, and he said Walker said the law, as applied to diversity, inclusion, and bias training in business, turns the First Amendment upside down because the state is barring speech, prohibited discussion of certain concepts and training.
Yep, that's also when you talk about diversity and inclusion department.
Yeah.
You
have to shut the whole department
down.
down.
You got people, listen, I want to say you got departments wholly shut down now.
Yeah.
And guess what? They will not come back.
Oh yeah, not after they but that's what that's Kiana's point about mission accomplished, right? It said the law that prohibits teaching or business practices that contend that members of one ethnic group are inherently racist. Yeah, you can't say that one group is inherently racist.
You can't, but
you should feel guilt for past actions committed by others. It also bars the notion that a person's status as privileged or oppressed is necessarily determined by their race, or that discrimination is acceptable to achieve diversity. So when they said discrimination is acceptable to achieve diversity, they basically saying that you can't do like affirmative action, and you can't have like minority business, enterprises, because now you're discriminating against white people in order to achieve equity and diversity by removing certain people and accepting others.
What I'm going to say is that we need to vote, y'all.
Yes,
we vote for judges.
We really do.
We vote for our lawmakers, because this was an election.
Yeah.
And the election won. Now we got a master politician, right, doing masterful things.
Yep.
And honestly, when you think that, you can't even be mad at him, because this is what, when we look at it, and we talk about grooming our future politicians,
right,
and having a plan set up, and then you need to take a note out of his playbook.
You take a play out
because
the playbook.
When you look at it, take that play, because honestly, he was groomed to do this. He went in there and he had a plan, and he started executing it immediately.
Right.
And if we do the same thing, you can't be bad about the playbook.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Use the playbook.
Yep. Right. That's it.
Take the lesson, learn from it, and then run the play yourself.
Right.
I think I'm glad the people challenged it in court, and it will go through some more court challenges.
Right.
But what I want to say is, shout out to the people who, challenging laws.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say who that was.
I'm kind of perplexed when people say something about a law sometimes.
Right, because they look at it as absolute and unchangeable.
I did a little studying before.
Yeah.
Right? And I learned a little something. And one of the things about laws are meant to be challenged.
How much it costs to become a lawyer? We're gonna start a GoFundMe to get you paid to go to school, man. We need to get you in school, man.
Like
we need to say we trying to like lawyer up, and let's help pay for it.
I won't smoke.
Yeah.
The judge know it when I walk out.
When you walk in, you want all the smoke. I'm trying to find the name of the group that formed that filed the lawsuit, because
was it League of Women Voters?
No, okay, right here. Honey Fund, it says. Honey Fund was the name of the group that actually filed the lawsuit.
The Honey Fund?
Honey Fund, and I think they're based out of Clearwater. It's Honey Fund. The lawsuit says Honey Fund seeks to protect the rights of private employers to engage in open and free exchange of information with employees to identify and to begin to address discrimination and harm within their organization. So this is a business group.
So what I want to do,
because this Stop Woke also stopped people for this training because they didn't want to offend anybody and get sued.
Right.
And so everything that people work for to make this a safe environment where you can have an open dialogue and say, this is how I felt. Now they're throwing that they were throwing that out the window and just saying that, listen, we're going to respect everybody. But now it's like, yo, if I say you offended me, oh no, what?
Lawsuit.
Yeah, it's a lawsuit.
100,000.
Yeah.
That wasn't me. That was my grandfather.
And there was another one. They said another lawsuit. Speaking of lawsuits, and we got people already ready to donate. And so they said, Sierra, good morning. She said she got 5 on it. And Reno said, Mr. Take it to trial. You do got stories about stuff going to trial too. You done change people's lives by taking stuff to trial. I appreciate you for that. We're gonna talk about that in the Lakeside chat one of these days. But another lawsuit, they said, which was filed on Thursday by college professors and students, claims that the law amounts to racially motivated censorship.
Wait, which law?
This
Stay woke.
states, yes.
Yeah,
stop
I got
woke.
something. I got something about this.
Yeah, they said
Go.
it was. Hold on one
Go
second.
ahead,
I just
go.
want to finish this sentence. It was a racially motivated censorship that will act to stifle widespread demands
Mhm.
to discuss, study, and address systemic inequalities.
So the law was made to not make people feel uncomfortable when history is taught, right?
Or feel guilty
Feel
about stuff
guilty.
that they
But
people did.
that's trauma,
Yeah.
right? If you learning about something and you start feeling away, you've been touched by the trauma,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And instead of stopping, because there's a growth point there, what you really need to do is explore it.
Yeah.
Explore why you feeling like
I was
that.
just reading that. Be comfortable in the discomfort.
Listen, I can tell you, I can teach some people some stuff.
Yeah.
Listen.
If they listen.
Preach on, my brother. Preach on.
But for real, you got to sit in that moment. Shout out to Ms. Robin. You got to sit in that moment,
Yep.
and then explore why you feel. Why do you feel guilty because your granddaddy was a slave owner?
Well, you want me to say,
Like, think about that. Because your granddaddy was hanging people on trees in the backyard
Yeah.
that you played on.
Yeah.
Why you feel guilty?
Yeah.
because they want to hang people now.
Maybe they don't.
But maybe they don't. Maybe they legit.
No, I'm just saying, like
but-
you
they-
see the society that now y'all ain't finna just skip.
No, maybe they don't want to hang. I mean,
Some of them don't.
well, no, you do got some that still do.
Wait, hold on.
Look,
Hold on.
Walk past that.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
We are sitting up and acting like laws are not being reversed
Yes.
Yeah.
at
Yes.
this point
Yes.
to take us back
To the
to
60s,
that.
80s,
Right.
90s.
Yeah, so they do still want to hang people.
Yeah, women's rights are being snatched away from them. You know what I mean?
Every day.
It's an agenda.
I remember when at one point in time they were saying like, "Oh, things are getting so bad." You know what I mean? And I look, but I never woke up and saw nobody hanging for a tree, so it wasn't that bad. I can't say that now.
Yeah, because we waking up.
I
seeing
hear that
people-
though. I hear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I can't say that.
Yeah, they
at this
chasing them
point.
down. Ahmaud Arbery getting chased down.
Man, there's
the
a brother.
police shooting,
There's just
yeah.
a brother on that Sean King showed the video. I didn't watch it. I just read the commentary.
Okay.
But in the commentary, they say the brother complied with the officers, threw the strap down, and when the strap hit the ground, the police shot him.
That happened here in St. Pete. It was something like that in St.
They
Pete.
threw the strap down and shot
The
him.
young man, had a
They killed
gun.
him?
He didn't die. He got paralyzed.
Oh yeah, I know about Jig.
Remember-
I remember Jig.
yeah.
That
Same-
just happened.
yeah.
They
Same,
ain't sue.
I don't know.
It's coming.
Pull the string. Find out. I think it was the sheriff's office.
I know. I seen the
Sheriff's
video.
deputy shot a young man.
We're advocating for
yeah.
the video to be released.
Yep.
And once the video got released, we seen that it wasn't what it was said.
It wasn't what they said it was.
Yeah, and I think that was a sheriff deputy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to be wrong.
Yeah. No, but I mean, you're right. They do still, and maybe even if it's not
But
like
this is the thing,
if it ain't hanging from trees lynching, it's still like outright murder, which is intimidation, which is like
Lynching.
lynching.
And then we can see, like, I'll say this: we've always had a racist country, right?
My wife agree with you too. by the
Yeah,
way.
no, it-
Yes,
She
we
was
always-
right.
We
Yeah.
always have,
It
but
was
we
built on racism.
and this is a
Stolen
Kiana
land.
opinion, right?
Yeah.
Is that
No, the fact that this country is built on
I'm finna
racism.
say, no,
That's
no,
not
no,
Kiana
no,
fact.
Okay,
no, that's not.
that's a fact.
That's an American fact.
What
But
you're
that's
about
woke.
to say.
But
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm
woke.
that's woke to
That's,
say that
that's
though.
woke to say that.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
And
the
then now
people
you
say
feel
you are the
what
land
are
of the
you talking
brave.
about? Right. But then when you think about it, is that when you're looking at the deep rooted people that was really racist, their grandchildren, their great grandchildren are now having mixed children.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Which they didn't want. That was
They
their worst
didn't
nightmare.
want-
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so you can see,
Occasionally.
I mean, a lot. No,
Some of them was having mixed children,
no,
man.
but I'm just saying, but
they had a whole doggone.
But they
fleet
were-
of got doggone.
but
They
they
were
wasn't
doing it too.
accepting them that not as much.
They wasn't marrying they wasn't marrying
If
the
they could,
women.
they would.
They would have married them.
They would.
But it was against the law. So,
Not all.
it was against the law. They couldn't
Not
marry
all.
them.
But what I'm saying is
If
that
it was
you
legal.
saw the racism kind of watering down.
Yeah,
And now you see it re-heighten, it like spiked all the way back up.
you correct. You correct.
You know, and so this brought back the true heart of racism again, where
I hear
it
that.
became the forefront.
Yeah.
It was hidden. It started.
I think it became more
You
subtle.
right.
It was more subtle.
Yeah,
And they had to change the way that they did it.
and you had people feeling that we were in a post-racial society. They actually said that after Obama was elected.
That's what this whole one of the arguments of
woke
the woke was that we passed that now.
But listen, so the post-racial society is trying to make us think, especially us, right?
Yeah, black people,
make us feel like the oppression is not still going on. Like we don't still live in red line neighborhoods. Like we don't still live in what they call it, environmental justice. Injustice community.
Yeah, like the system ain't stacked against us. Like our children graduating, not being able to read is just our fault.
Yeah.
Not like for 300,
it's the parents.
Not like for 310 years they would kill you, cut your tongue out, and punish anybody else who learned how to read, and the trauma that go into that, and all of the laws and everything they went with. Like
I know they do. Blame the parents.
They just went. Yep, that's it.
I know they blame the parents.
And parents have responsibility, but come on, you got to acknowledge the fact that
blame
again,
the parents.
For 300 and some odd years, we was threatened under the penalty of death.
Right.
If you even learn how to read.
So and see, that's a law that people didn't want to challenge. People ain't want to get killed for that. People ain't want to go
challenging
to jail.
the law to say,
come on,
you can't teach black people how to read.
Somebody did though.
Somebody challenged the law.
See, I told you, laws meant to be challenged. Go ask a lawyer.
I mean, this is what it is. But now you see, racism is at the forefront.
It's coming back to being more overt.
Listen, I agree with that so much.
To the forefront, you know. And so, like now that we see it in our neighborhoods, not even just racism, is that how can you be afraid of us but then not afraid of us?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But that's a different kind of people, though.
Because
it's certain type of people that's still afraid of us.
No, but listen. So when we move into their neighborhoods, right, we're very respectful.
Usually,
typically,
yeah.
We come in there, we don't really bother nobody. You know what I mean? For the majority part of it, there's always an exception to the rule.
Yeah.
Right. When they move into our neighborhoods, they act like we're doing something wrong for doing what we've been doing in our neighborhoods.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
you know, they come in and then they walk in there.
Yeah, smoking the barbecue grill.
But then you see it over here, right? I see golf carts. I'm getting me a golf cart. I think it's cool.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm getting one.
Sean, you hear that?
You see the golf carts riding through the neighborhood.
Right, but you see the golf carts. You see them running down the streets with the dogs.
We need to be doing that kind of stuff.
Right. But then you also see when they feel threatened, they call the police and then want to act like we're doing something wrong. But they're not afraid of us to walk through here any other day and look at us like we ain't in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
I got a question. Why would the police tell us that our neighbor called the police?
I'm here because your neighbor called.
What kind of seeds of dissension is these people
playing? We gotta take a break, y'all, and then we're gonna get back at the top of the hour.
I need real coffee.
You know, at the top of the hour, I think we're gonna take a break for about 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I can go get a coffee.
And then no, you can't.
Get two if you do. You can't do that because I'm trying to.
We're gonna have Liz come in.
Okay.
No.
Not
from
that
Supreme Style Bullies.
Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna talk about it. Yeah, she got a nice little breed of the yeah. So we're gonna do that. So yeah.
All right, we'll be right back.
Like you did that clock management.
Yeah, she really did. Time management. I appreciate it. So it's gonna be Democracy Now! Here we go.
Palestinian human rights organizations, including our organization, Defense for Children International Palestine, are raiding our office, confiscating material and attaching a military order informing us that our office is now closed due to Israel listing us as an unlawful organization, also known as a terrorist organization under Israeli law.
We'll speak to members of two Palestinian groups raided Thursday, then no tech for ICE. We'll look at why a coalition of immigrant rights groups are suing the data broker LexisNexis for selling personal data to U.S. immigration authorities.
Locally and also nationally, organizations fighting for immigrant justice, for racial justice, for privacy rights, and against criminalization are saying no tech for ICE, no data for ICE.
All that and more coming up. Welcome to Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. Russia's rejected a call by the United Nations to create a demilitarized zone around the Russian-controlled Zaporizhzhia nuclear power station as fighting threatens Europe's largest nuclear plant. Russia's foreign ministry Thursday called the Russian army's occupation of the site in southeastern Ukraine a guarantee against a Chernobyl scenario. A 1986 nuclear catastrophe.
Zaporizhia is suicide.
Today, the UN Secretary General is visiting. Federal prosecutors probing Donald Trump's role in the attack on the U.S. Capitol have sent a grand.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Just brushing up on some of my favorite literary classics. Even if a page turner like this isn't up your alley, did you know our libraries offer so much more than classic books? There's also things like passes to local museums. You can download ebooks onto your Kindle device. And super cool things like a team gaming program. Visit your local library and see all it has to offer.
Agape Soul Boutique. High-end boutique looks and quality with affordable pricing. Located at 6025 Martin Luther King Street South in St. Pete. Choose from our amazing selection of stylish, fashion-forward heels, wedges, boots, children's shoes, accessories, and much more. You can shop now and pay later interest-free with Afterpay. Subscribe to our website and get huge savings on our latest products at agapesoulboutique.com. For more information, call 727-379-1318. Come give your feet the royal treatment and check us out at Agape Soul Boutique today.
In France, where this week residents visited dry riverbeds that are normally covered with meters of water.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
And this program is being brought to you as
sure if you guys can hear me. I can't hear anything.
I tried now. So let's have Liz call. Have a dial in. Let's see. Let's do this. How about now?
Liz?
Liz frozen. Prison.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me now?
So Liz, give us a call because we're having a couple technical difficulties and we can't hear you. Like, it's like we're not being able to communicate with each other. Like when you can hear us, we can't hear you, and when we can hear you, vice versa, right? Something like that. And so yeah, just give us a call. The number 727-637-2416.
Jam just said it sounds like a little jam pony on here.
Little jam pony on here. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Is that you?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
We can.
Yes,
there we go.
And actually we can see you too. You're on there.
Perfect.
That's it. Do it like that.
Okay, I'll definitely do that.
All right.
So I started introducing you to the people, but go ahead, tell everybody who you are and what you do.
My name is Liz Gonzalez. I'm the
owner of Superior Style Bullies.
I've been breeding about 13 years. I live in the country. The dogs have about 3 acres. I breed Frenchies, Pockets, XLs, double XL. I deal with a lot of Terror Squad. I sold pups to NFL players. I'm also go to school for vet doctors, so I do a lot of my own house breeding. And I try to show the world my breeding. Like we have top exclusive dogs. That's what makes us stand out from everybody else.
Now I got you. You said they're bullies. Is that what they call them?
Yeah, I breed French bulldogs and American bullies.
Okay. And you started out with pit bull, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what made you switch over?
So pit bulls originally from decades ago. I had my first pit bull when I was about 9 years old. When she passed away, I still wanted to keep the breed. And then the designer breed is American bullies. They're more muscular, shorter snout. Their temperaments are a little bit more relaxed. So that's what made me like, I'm true to the game. So I went from pit bulls all the way to American bullies.
Can you turn down your radio just a little bit? They're saying there's a lot of feedback.
Okay, give me 1 second. Hold on.
It might be us. I don't know if it's.
Hold on, give me one. Is it better now? Is it better now?
Let me do this. Let's do it this way. Hold on 1 second, Liz. I'm gonna just take you out of here, and we're gonna keep you on the phone. How about that? It should be. It should be better now, y'all.
Okay. How about now?
Yep.
Yes. Her location is St. Cloud, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
One of the viewers were asking the feedback both ways. Okay.
Okay, got it. So now I think we're good now. We can hear you good, and Kiana, look what you done started by bringing her in here. My wife been asking me to get her a dog for the longest, and now she's saying, "Can you get me one for my birthday?"
This is the point of having her on.
That was the whole point. See, y'all did that together, right? Is that how that works?
Hey, let me know when is your wife's birthday. We'll take care of you. Go ahead and send me a message.
Okay, we'll do. And so you said you also bred dogs for some
Terror
celebrities.
Squad.
Yes, I've sold to Terror Squad, Rich. I've sold to
Terror Squad. That's Fat Joe and them, right?
What happened?
I said that's Fat Joe and his people, right? Terror Squad.
Yes, sir.
Okay, gotcha. So they got some bullies from you, huh?
Oh yeah, they're gonna be getting another one soon too.
I love that. I love that.
So the cost of the dogs, because I see you. What I did here, it's a lot of feedback.
Yeah, I think that's on Liz's end.
Okay.
Okay, how about now?
Okay, there you go.
That sounds better.
Yep.
So I didn't know there was so many different kind of breeds. When you said pocket, XL, triple X, what is the price range and where do they start at when people are looking for them?
So the prices varies. They're different. It depends on what bloodline I'm breeding and in the color. So we have like your basic colors, your tries, your tri-merles. So the more unique colors they are that they don't have in the dog game, we try to go ahead and so that's how the prices vary.
So wait, you can actually pick the color of your dog?
So when I breed, I kind of have more or less of what color is going to come out because of the pedigree. So the more like as far as like I have some of my dogs who are quad carriers that they carry chocolate, blue, black, lilac. So then if I incorporate that to one of my merles, now I know I'm going to get chocolate tri-merles, blue tri-merles, black tri-merles, and you get tweed. So I don't like a lot of breeders, they just slap two dogs together.
Okay.
Me, I study pedigree. I look at the bloodline. I look at the genetics. I look at the generations that follow, like the parents, the grandparents, the great-grandparents, to know what I'm going to get out of it. I don't want to just slap any dogs together just to sell them.
Right.
No, I'm very specific on what I breed.
And this is what makes you stand out from most breeders.
I'm learning a lot just listening. That's amazing. No, and then you said in addition to like breeding dogs, like this is you said you actually going to school for veterinary, right? Like you like this is what you do for real. It ain't just like a side hustle and you got a couple dogs.
Oh no, this is what I do full time.
Yeah. Wow. And you said you into the different types of pedigrees. And what are some of the differences, I guess, in the different like pedigrees and process? Because I know like some of them are short, some of them like if you wanted to get like the short ones that don't get too big, and then you got
those
the real.
are like what they call so I breed like the micros. They're about 11, 12 inches tall. So they're probably like miniature pit bulls, but like 11 inches tall, fully grown, short, compact. They can run, they can function. You can have them run outside, so it's not like where they're gonna like pass out or anything. So they're just literally like miniature little pit bulls bullies, but just a foot tall, fully grown.
Gotcha.
I'm on a big one.
So I have a breeding that I did. So if you guys, like I said, you guys can message me, follow my Instagram, follow my Facebook. Most of my dogs, I've been on 10. My dog's been on 10 front covers of magazines. We're LLC trademark and also accredited with the Better Business Bureau. So a lot of you folks don't have to worry about being scammed or anything like that because there's a lot of scammers out here. But we run a legit business and everything.
And you're the first female to start your own line, correct?
The first female breeder to create a female line. So I'm home of Belle's line.
And we had a question from one of our viewers that says, how many years have you been doing this professionally?
12 years.
Gotcha. So you put out quite a few litters then, huh?
Oh, most definitely.
This won't be your first litter.
Oh no, I've done this. Like I said, when I first started 12 years ago, I had my first pit bull, and I also volunteer at Pet of Alliance in Orlando. So I don't just breed to breed. I get back, I do my volunteer hours at the shelter. So I put in my work. Like my passion is my dogs. Like I'm true to the game. Like I love my dogs. We have about 40 dogs on a property.
Right. So you're not in it to just make the money. You really in it because you love the dogs and believe in the breed.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
No, I love that. That's amazing. That's really amazing. And you said, where can we find you and how can people get in contact with you?
So my website is superiorstylebullies.com. My Facebook is Elizabeth Gonzalez. If you go on Google and type Superior Style Bullies, everything's going to show up. Our Instagram, our Facebook, everything, all our social media, everything's going to be on there. You'll even see some of our dogs.
Nice.
So yeah, if you had to leave the people with anything, any final thoughts, what would you say?
As far as for like, if you wanted to, two things real quick. If you want to be a breeder, don't just get in the dog game to make money, because there's so many animals out here that need a home. If you want to breed, just be true to the game, be true to yourself. Most importantly, be true to your dogs. Here at the facility, our priority is our dogs. We don't care if about the money. That comes later on when folks see what we produce. They're like, wow, those amazing dogs. If you're looking for just a pet, go out and just not myself, go anywhere, go to the shelter, go online, go to other breeders, check out the facility, look at the parents. A puppy's cute, but you want to look at the bloodline, the generations. My spouse and I, we have 3 kids we adopted, so we're all about temperament. So just, if you're looking for a pet, make sure you guys go to your local breeder, check out the environment, check out the parents, look at to see how the parents are, the temperaments. That's a big, big plus. So whether you're looking to breed or you're wanting just a pet, our priority is about temperaments, because we have kids. We wouldn't want to sell anything that's aggressive. So make sure you look at the environment. Anybody can send you a beautiful puppy, but look at the environment where the puppy's living. Look at the parents. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're here for. We're not here just to make money. We're here to show the world our vision. I just randomly have customers who message me and say, hey, we bought this dog from this breeder, but it has this and this. And they came on the property and I've taken care of it, whether the dog had a rash or anything. We're not just for our dogs. We also try to help everybody else with their dogs as well.
Let me ask you this. I did have a question about the training. So once you get the dogs, how do you support with training them so that they, able to function and obey commands and all of that stuff? Because that's like a big thing for me. I need them to do what I say to do and sit, Ubu, sit.
So we also do training here at the property, or we can go to the customer's house. I've had customers who pay me to travel to go to their house. Like I said, 12 years, my first pig is tatted on my back. I literally, I'm true to this.
I love it.
As far as training and everything, once the puppies, we wean them off the moms. When we start them on mush, we do the puppy pad training and everything. So that way, when the puppies go to their new owners, the owners don't have to worry about, oh my God, the puppy's all night crying. It's already used to being by itself. The puppy somewhat is potty trained on a puppy pad. So we try to make it easier for the customers when they buy a dog from us, not just take the money, here you go. And we keep in contact with all our customers. Years later, we like to see updates of the puppy. If it's local, if we're in the area, the customer will say, hey, you can stop by. So yes, we do like to see updates. If the customers ever have any questions, they're more than welcome to contact us back, and we'll freely, gladly be able to help them out.
And that's a good trainer and a good breeder right there, because you're not here just to make the money. I know some other breeders that if their dogs are not treated right, they be like, give me back the dog. Yeah, I've seen that. Like, oh no, they check in.
And it's in our contract. If you go on our website and look at our contract, we're very strict. I've literally turned down customers just because the way they talk on a phone or the environment. I will refuse to sell them a dog.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for stopping by the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Give us that website again, and how can people reach you one more time, just so that they have it.
Thank you guys so much. Liz, SuperiorStyleBullies, SuperiorStyleBullies.com. You could Google anything, Superior Style Bullies. Everything's going to show up.
All right. Thank you so much.
And have a great day.
Thank you so much, guys.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, y'all.
We learned a lot.
I did. I really did. I did.
The whole time. My mic on?
The whole time.
I learned my mic went on the whole time.
We would have learned sooner if you would have had something on the a comment though. But we got another guest that ain't a guest.
We got a guest in the building that ain't a guest, man. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, man. Go ahead and say your name, guest.
Don't guess. And
don't guess now.
Don't guess. Don't
hold your breath too long, man. What the business is, man?
Who voice that is? Man.
Oh man, it is your brother, man. Reno Moore in the building.
Hey man, and we was talking about that stop woke and how stop woke has been stopped in court. They say you can't stop waking up the people. You can't stop. You can't.
Listen, when they first started saying that, I upped the fire real quick, Breno, man. I told them straight up, man, this is what they're calling not letting you learn how to read from the 1800s. And if they were gonna start, if they're gonna start doing stuff in the 1800s, like blocking y'all vote, remember black people were political people in the 1800s. You know what I'm saying? They were congressmen in the 1800s, but they were kicked out of Congress just simply and bold enough to say, you know, because you guys are black.
Right.
And so they learned from their mistake last time, and their great grandkids don't say they're doing this to us because they're black. They're just doing it, right? They got the Nike posture on us right now, y'all.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Do it. So with that, you kind of led me to this question. Does and I want to hear from y'all. Do you think your vote really matters?
Yes.
Do you think your vote matters?
Look, he said, y'all. Who are y'all?
Y'all. Like y'all. I mean, I'm pointing over there to the camera. Y'all, put it in the chat or give us a call. Do you think your vote actually matters? Yeah.
Who asking that? Does your vote matter?
Yes. And I'm gonna tell you, there's numbers, there's power in numbers.
Okay, talk to him,
right? And one, if our vote didn't matter, they wouldn't be convincing us not to vote.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
If our vote didn't matter, they wouldn't be changing the district so that we couldn't vote for the people that we wanted.
Okay.
Right? I see now that there's a campaign about let's sit out this election.
Yeah.
For the
Good strategy.
right?
Is that the Russians?
I don't know. But
but
they're saying it, and I'm really disappointed when our people, because all we have to do is one person feed it to one person, and then we go with the narrative.
That's typically all it takes.
And I'm gonna tell you this: if we're not voting, what is our next solution? Don't tell the problem and complain about it, and then don't give a solution. Us not voting is not a solution.
It's the problem.
Because what happened is we're doing exactly what they want us to do. And because I had some educated people, we would say, that would hit me up that typically vote, and now they seen the video of Ryan Davis.
I don't know who that is.
He's a comedian, and he was like, we're not getting what we want. Let's sit out. Like, we got to sit out so that our vote can have power, right?
Okay.
Like, let's do some leverage here. I get the concept, but what are we going to do? We still got to vote.
Yeah.
If we don't vote, us not voting is a vote for somebody else.
So a non-vote is a vote.
Right. It's for the other party.
Is a vote for the winner.
That is
So
right.
what I want to say
Is it really though?
Yes. And then when the winner, and then but watch this though, right? So let's I see your face, Brother John. So when we march into that frequency, right? Let's examine what that looks like, right? Because okay, they won. Now what?
How did my non-vote make
say your vote? Say your vote was say your non-vote. Say that you weren't gonna vote, right? But who you was gonna vote for won, right?
So that mean that my non-vote helped that person?
So if you would have voted, the one you wanted to vote for won anyway. So let's just say, right?
That's what I mean.
What we get.
But that's what I'm saying when you say that if you don't vote, you're voting for the winner.
Winner.
But because that's even
I see in your face,
no, because they put that on us. They put it especially on black men. They said it was black men's fault that Trump got elected because black men didn't vote.
But the truth is,
but what if black men would have voted
and they voted for Trump? But see, that's what I'm saying. He's still the winner. It doesn't say your guy didn't win or my guy won.
Right.
It says your non-vote is a vote for the winner. Whoever that may be, if it's somebody you support or not. So and if you ain't supporting him and he won and he gets to rule over you without your vote.
How close these elections are.
I still gotta process that.
So let's process it like
I gotta process. We ain't gotta spend this time on me. I just want to process that part of it.
It's on we.
It's on we. It's on we. Okay.
So think of it like this.
Because we just be saying stuff.
If the election is really close, right?
Okay.
And let's say there are 83 votes apart
at
this point. If 89 more people would have voted for whatever party you were going for, that would have won.
Okay.
But because you didn't vote, that's one vote that didn't go for either way. So whoever wins got the vote.
Can I say this? The St. Pete City Council chair. The St. Pete City Council chair. Gina Driscoll won her primary by 2 votes.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that who was in that election? Akile. Who else is in that election? Maria Scruggs.
Corey Gibbons.
So what I'm saying is, while you saying your vote don't matter, there's somebody right now in real time in a seat that they won by 2 votes.
Yeah, no. See, I'm with you on the mattering piece. I just don't know like how to process this. Non-vote is a vote for the winner.
That's what it is.
That's the thing that I'm saying. Because like with Gina Driscoll with them 2 votes.
Okay, then so me and my 3 people go vote for somebody else.
But who's saying that if you would have voted for Gina Driscoll, that would have made it 5 votes?
Okay,
so
but that's what I'm saying. It's not.
Reno scratched his head when I said.
But listen, this is what you gotta understand. When they say your vote, your
non-vote, scratching his head.
Your non-vote is a vote for the winner, and that means no matter if you like them or not.
Okay.
Right. If you wanted to vote for Gina Driscoll, that's cool. She won. Be happy.
Okay.
Right.
But if you didn't want her,
if so happens, you didn't want to vote for him, like Andrew Gillum lost by 20,000 votes.
Yeah.
Voting without an agenda for your people is insanity, and that's what y'all gonna get.
Not voting is insanity.
Yeah,
I didn't say that.
So let's transition.
I did not say that.
Let's transition. Let's transition because we got multiple topics. It's topics.
No, hold on.
Because so I want to just clarify. No, I want to clarify. Let me clarify.
Because all of us is in here. We're
it's Freestyle Friday.
It is free, but we're not going to overtalk each other.
Thank you.
People cannot understand what we're saying, and it's not a good dialogue.
Straight in the game.
Yeah, so this is what I want to do. I just want to make sure that we sorting it out because the original question was, does your vote matter? You were answering that question. Then when we started talking about, now we having side conversations. We ain't gonna overtalk each other. We just gonna talk. We just gonna have two conversations.
We should, you know why we don't do this? Because we got our
a good flow.
Y'all
they got a good flow.
Y'all tough. Y'all tough, boy. It's Freestyle Friday. We got a caller on the line. Caller.
Hold on 1 second. Since they finna shoot shots, let's shoot it.
No, we ain't gonna do that. No, when they go low, we go high. It's not a shot. It ain't a shot. It ain't a shot.
But if they come more often, they will get the flow. Okay, let's go.
Caller, you're on the line.
Man, y'all out of control. So check this out, man. As a new voter, because I'm a convicted felon, and I just got my rights back to vote, I actually have no excitement about voting this time around.
Okay.
And the reason why is because we took up arms to not let Trump get back in there and voted for Biden. And look what we got. Yeah, this King Jam.
Yeah.
We took up arms and voted for people in our city council.
Yes, sir.
And look what we got. Like we follow our voting parties. Oh, we're Democrats, so we vote Democrat, and we ain't getting nothing out of our votes, bro. We're getting absolutely nothing out of our votes. Our elected officials are held to no accountability.
Right.
So I like what
they get to see them do what they want to do.
I like what you just said, Jab, and I think we said this on here before, and maybe last week. I'm a person that vote on policies. I don't strictly vote on
the party line.
Okay.
And this people may get upset with this, but this is a Kiana thing, because at the end I want the best for our people, and there's no all the way good in any party and all the way bad in any party. Right. And you need to do what's right. And what we have done is we only vote. Most people only vote blue. They say, this, if you don't vote blue,
with their party, it's called red.
They call back blue.
Right.
Back blue.
Then if you don't do that,
no matter who,
then you're not a true Democrat. But what I am is a true citizen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right on.
And what I do want is the best for our people.
I got next.
Go.
Okay.
So let's do this, Kiana.
Don't hang up, Jab. I need you to stay on the line.
When we see when it is time to vote, you see other elected officials. You see familiar faces come out and champion for who's in position to get voted for. Like, hey, vote for him, or I'm endorsing him. And my main thing right now is I'm on Nikki Freed right now.
What about
You're the Commissioner of Agriculture, and you haven't granted any black farmers any marijuana license.
And now you
Why
want
is
us to
the Black
vote?
Democratic Caucus endorsing you?
Yeah, that's a good question.
They don't like weed either.
Hold
Just
on,
chill.
stop.
You talking high stars, son.
Hold on, but this is her whole platform. Nikki Freed is a major investor in True Leaf Cannabis, which is the largest distributor in Florida. This is $1 billion cash industry we talking about, y'all.
Yeah.
Ain't no debit cards in these dispensaries.
Hey,
you turn around, you go to the ATM, and you put cash.
Yeah.
So this is a cash industry.
Hey,
I'm trying to get it where Reno can hit us, because I think
King Jab.
I can.
You hear him? Okay.
King Jab, I really want to tell you, thank you for calling in.
Facts.
Because I really want to talk about the local marijuana industry, right? There's no black dispensaries in the city of St. Pete. When the dispensary licenses were handed out, we were looked over then too. But what I'm going to say,
which is the industry
we looked
that
over
we
by the
started.
Commissioner of Agriculture.
Hold on, because these local jokers handed out licenses though and locations.
But to the point about these, what I like what you said, Jab, and the whole way that you frame this conversation is you're an informed voter. Right. So when we talk about voting our self-interest, that was King Reno's point. Like, we don't have an agenda. Like, we understand we understand that it was illegal and the whole thing with the trapping. And now you got somebody that's running for governor who is not helping us, but then the people who are supposed to be like lobbying black people, like
it's the wrong voices being heard, man. Because politically, what we're doing is being embarrassed. So I like to look at it as like Pimp C say, take that monkey stuff off. You embarrassing us. When you got people who stand on the corner and holding a sign, I use Charlie Chris for an example, right? You talking about insanity. You talking about people who still doing time right now. You talking about people who held back on opportunities right now because of his chain gang activities in the 90s. And here his cousins, cousins of the same people holding signs up on 18th Avenue and 34th Street saying vote for the same person. This is insanity, right? And this is embarrassing on our behalf, because when we don't have an agenda, that means that we don't band together and get stuff done for us. And when we don't have an agenda, we get stuff done for other people. And that's what we've been doing because of a non-agenda. I call it lazy on our behalf, because the warrior class don't even enter the arena for the most part.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna disagree with you on this. Only because when you talk about Charlie Chris, when I look at him, and I'm not saying go either way. This is just because you said Charlie Chris. He's a good politician when you say you listen to the people. It was our grandparents that said they wanted to clean those streets.
Shout out to my dog.
You know what I mean? It was them that said we need to do something.
Yeah.
Up with,
and we were just in the meeting
down
Tuesday.
with dope. You know what I mean? They did that. They marched on the streets and wanted to clean it up. And what he did was listen to the voice of the people and do that. And now we're mad at him because we wanted to clean our streets.
And I'll say this.
And then we didn't say how to clean it, but it did. And now when we realize
this is a consciousness in our community, right? Because our voice of our community said that more people, our people have been locked up more than anybody. The same people that's talking about that were the same people who voted in the person that didn't lock it up. You see what I'm saying? So that's a complaint line activity, right? So all I'm saying is, before we talk about the people who are getting locked up and doing things in the streets, let's talk about let's address the opportunity that was taken from them. You see what I'm saying? Because when people have opportunities taken from them and find the means and the ways to feed their family and then get criminalized for this right here, one thing that people don't need is their own people helping the other people who took the privileges.
So we're saying the same thing.
He next.
Go ahead.
No, now you've been trying to talk the whole time. When you get the mic, you talking about go.
Okay. Listen.
King Jab, we're gonna let.
Hold on.
You still that Jab?
This is what I'm gonna say, right? Our people did ask for tougher on crime sentencing.
Not all our people.
Hold on.
We don't talk about saying that. We won't let me say nothing and say, "Oh, that's a blanket statement." Well, we can't generalize. We can't act like all people act like Oklahoma down with dope was a thing.
The power players
that was attacking a lot of
the power players in the world.
The sellouts.
You can call them sellouts. All I'm saying,
I sellouts.
Hold on, because I want to say this. I just gotta say this, right? When I got out of prison, my rights automatically came alive, because of Charlie Chris.
Same here.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I would hope that some of those people who asked them to do that would make
your rights would have never got taken.
But hold on,
if your people fight properly,
hold on. If was a problem, but if was a problem, we'll be drunk as hell. We ain't. We sober.
It's embarrassing.
But listen, all I'm saying is, if there was that much intentionality in the community when I got home, right? So some of those people who asked for me to be in jail, you know what I'm saying? It was no automatic rights restoration when I got out in the community.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna tell you, I think that people do grow, right? People do change. People can see the wrong, and not everybody. And when you just
like
said,
Charlie?
Listen. I'm just
asking.
No, we ask who you vote for. So we keep that.
You like Charlie?
I like Caprice Admin for school.
I do too. I like Caprice. We got three. We got unanimous.
I like Caprice for governor too, man.
What you say, King Jab?
But what I will tell you is that again, sometimes you do stuff and you see the harm in it, and then you go back and you want to correct.
You can't be the same coach though, man. I'm tired of that, man. Because Martin Luther King people still making decisions right now for our community, dog, and they sitting right here saying that we messed up and we shouldn't have fought for equal spending. We should have fought for our children to have better spending, not equal schooling. You see what I'm saying? All I'm saying is it's time to switch coaches because it was other black people living back then, and they wasn't with that. So we just gonna keep the decision making for black people in their hands? No deal. Not on our watch. We got 30, 40 years there, dog. And politically, it's embarrassing what's going on from our community, dog. It's embarrassing. We're running saying that we're going to make things right for all communities and ain't got our community right. It's embarrassing politically because of an agenda. When we get an agenda for our community, we'll straighten up our community. Then we can run and represent our community. When we don't have an agenda, the people who represent our community go and pass things for other communities. They give us Band-Aids. You see what I'm saying? When you don't got stuff for y'all used to do, you're going to call speed humps in Lake Vista satisfying a problem. You messing with our struts, though, the grown people.
I think the point about us having an agenda is very clear and understood.
So we don't vote till we get an agenda?
No, it's not that we don't. I think we can, how do they say it? Walk and chew bubblegum?
And listen to our headphones and talk on the phone.
Right, like
so
you've been voting and you've been winning elections for the Republican Party.
You good, Jab?
And in the 50s, you was winning elections. And then y'all switched sides and became Republican. I don't want them to go nowhere.
King Jab, thank you for calling. We appreciate you, bro.
Jab in the building, man.
I don't want him to go nowhere.
King
Just in case y'all don't know, you listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club on the 99 Gems, the new 99 Gems morning show on WUJM. And it's Freestyle Friday, baby. The energy is high. He done went and got this coffee. Everybody turned up. And we want to definitely thank y'all for tuning in. Angela Brown, I see you. Aaron, I think I see you. The natural coffee. Yeah, he like lit. Yeah. Aaron, thank you for tuning in. Angela Brown, S. Ruben Clarkson, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all watching. We're talking about voting. Y'all. Does your vote matter? And we talked about the agenda.
I know we started out with apples and then we went to no, we didn't even go to oranges. We went to watermelons.
Hey, that's all called a fruit punch.
That's still fruit though.
That's a fruit punch.
That's fruit.
Watermelon good for your digestive.
We can do apples and watermelons.
All right.
No, we can do that.
We can do mustard and mayonnaise.
But this is
we can do mustard and mayonnaise.
This is the point that I wanted to make because like Charlie Chris is running for office, Nikki Freed running for office.
Yes.
The NAACP is gonna have a forum, and Nikki and a couple other people gonna be there. So make sure y'all check out the forum. But what I
is that Saturday? We can get the date.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What I really wanted to say is what we have to be super aware of is the all or nothing, right? You can't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Right.
We have to move while we move, right? So because what the problem is, people get discouraged, right? Because the politician they elected last time didn't do what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
This next politician is coming back and he may not do what we because the problem is maybe you need to run.
Sit out and stand up.
But not for real.
Sit out there. But sit out and stand up.
But hold on. Because the problem is we're looking for what we want in someone else.
Yeah, my wife said that.
Right? Sit out and stand up.
No, don't create it.
When I say sit out,
don't create it.
Sit out the process and then stand up and do something. Stand up and come up with an agenda for yourselves.
Now this is
majority of y'all people in y'all community don't know who to vote for county commissioner. Majority of the people in y'all community, hold on, they don't know who to vote for judge.
When you say that, it sounds like you don't live here.
No. I do live here.
You say y'all community.
Yeah.
In all communities.
Yeah, because I say our lot.
All, not just the
no. I'm in my own lane. I'm in my own lane. And I'm looking at this qualified because our people need to help most politically. Like let's just be clear. That colorblind attitude is blasphemous.
It's not colorblind.
Hold on. What I'm saying is that's the posture of it.
Okay, but it's not colorblind.
It is because our color need the most help. Our color is getting locked up more than everybody. And when we stop overlooking us and what we need to be doing for ourselves and helping everybody else, we overlook the real problems.
We have a caller, and then we're gonna switch to the ex Kiana. Go ahead.
Caller, you on the air. It's Freestyle Friday. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Hey, I'm muted, man. I think all y'all got a couple of valid points, but it's just that if we don't vote, that's a choice to do nothing. So you can't complain if you chose to do nothing. And then if we don't get 100%, like what Brother Jabbar was saying, we don't get 100% of what we want. So we don't take none of the good. So I was always taught, you take the lesser of the two evils. So it's something left for you. If all of them crooks, you better vote for the crook that take the least, so it's something left for you. Don't sit there and say, hey, well, I ain't gonna vote for either one of them because ain't none of them black, or I ain't gonna vote for either one of them. You better vote for the crook that's in your best interest to put you in the best position. Because you know what I'm saying, it's chess not checkers. So sometimes you plan to get in the better position, and sometimes the better position is to go ahead and vote. This person don't got everything you want, but they got 70% of what you need. So I need to get in this position to get into the next position. So to stand there and complain and say, hey, we ain't getting everything we want. Nobody can give us 100% what we want. But we got to get informed. We got to get educated and say, hey, this is the best position for us to get into right now.
You said it. Listen, I love it. It's just like in any relationship, you focus on the 20% that you're not getting and forget the 80% that you are.
Thank you for calling, UB. I appreciate it.
Appreciate the relationships you break up too.
Hey, listen, chess.
And
he spoke about chess. The problem is a lot of people don't know how to play chess.
Facts.
Because when you play chess, sometimes you got to make a move you don't want to make. You got to make moves, not even a sacrifice. You just have to make a move that you don't want to make.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To win the game. And you can't say, okay, I'm not going to move because I got to make a move I don't want to make. I'm not going to move. So guess what? The game stops. But this game of chess, the other player continues to move. While you standing there saying, I'm not going to move because this ain't that and this ain't that. The other player is continuing to strategically move all around the board.
I like that. That was perfect. That was really perfect.
That made you get it.
That made me get it. Yeah, that really made me get it. No, because when we talk about position, because I mean, you got to make it make sense. Because I go back and forth too. Because like I'll give you an example about this not voting. So the city council recently, we was asking city council to put something on the ballot, right? We wanted to put rent control on the ballot so that we can vote for it. They said no, but they put 3 other things on the ballot. So my thing now is like, okay, you ain't vote for what we want. We gonna vote no on everything you want.
Right.
But you can't not vote. But it's not. But it might voting. But it might be something on there.
That's what they do.
But it's like something that they really want.
That's not the problem because watch the Republicans move the rock for Trump and everything they're doing right now.
Y'all want to do Ask Kiana?
Yep.
Come on, I don't know how we go to Ask Kiana after this.
That was kind of
they moving the rock right in front of us.
You go.
Y'all right here with the no state vote laws. They doing everything. They reject.
They moving
they re-gerrymandering. They re-gerrymandering the voter laws. They doing everything that their great grandparents were doing in the 1800s, right? And they maintain this posture for the win. They're not doing it to be y'all friend. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not here for that. I'm not here because all the data exists. And when we sit around and say, you know what, we gotta do something instead of nothing. No, you right. So, but what you can't do is just same old something.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
and the same old something is when most people don't go out there and vote.
I would say because the majority of us don't vote, bro.
You're not even politically educated. You're telling people to go and vote. It's gonna be a bunch of phone calls made in y'all community.
You know, it's 10%.
When people are calling people saying that same morning, okay, so who we voting for?
You know, it's only 10%, 13% of our people voting. So that's a 70 or 80% people who we're not even mentioning.
So to that point,
I'm talking about them.
No, you're not because they ain't voting.
I talk about
they didn't vote. You talking about people who voted. You talking about we keep voting for the wrong stuff and the wrong people for the wrong thing. And the people you're talking about didn't vote.
You don't have an agenda.
They didn't vote.
So
I talk to them all the time. Those are our constituents.
They didn't vote.
The ones who don't vote are our constituents.
Because I heard this is what I heard. Let me tell you what I heard. What I heard is
those are constituents, dog.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. Y'all ain't listening.
They're not listening, and we do have an agenda. And let me tell you,
so what is it?
No,
what is it?
Let me tell you this. Didn't you have an agenda when y'all started the New Deal?
Absolutely.
Right? There is an agenda, so stop saying that we don't have no agenda.
Then I came in and said that the black people in the 1800s, they passed laws that they thought they fully eradicated the race issue in America, and they called it the New Deal. And so when we were doing the New Deal, I Sankofa the whole thing and went back and looked and seen that we were already doing that. And so when we have to start doing it in our community, it's a Sankofa in a lot of movements, right? When we look back in the past and see that we already did this, then we can't repeat it because that's making us continue to move ahead in the insane position.
Y'all got to help me figure out how I can say something.
Go.
It's
on you, brother.
Okay.
Pass the ball, y'all.
Yeah, we do.
It's training right here on
we spin the ball from each other.
Pass the ball.
So to the point about the New Deal, the agenda that we created, right, and developed with community support, the New Deal for St. Pete. we wasn't talking about Roosevelt's New Deal. We was talking about the relationship that we have with local officials. We were saying that we want a new contract. We want a new understanding of how politics work. Because to Reno's point, the way that we've been engaging has not worked.
So it's a new deal.
Like it was an old deal, and we're not happy with the old deal. So we want. So it's like these artists. It's like the artists. It's like an artist. When you say, okay, that contract that I had was a bad contract. I need a new contract. That's what our new deal was, and it was and is an agenda that we work with the community. And so, and the other thing I heard you said was we're making ourselves not exist when we say we don't have an agenda, because us in this room actually work to create an agenda. I heard you when you said that. The other thing that I heard was when we talk about 90 or 80% of the people not voting, right? The 90% of the people that are not voting, that means that 10% of the people are making the decision and deciding for the 90% that are not voting. That's what I also heard.
Right.
That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Piggyback off that. When we say that,
that was it.
Because we all say this, and then we flip it when we're trying to do our point, right? There's never all in nothing. No, you just
it's never all in nothing.
It's never
but
all in anything.
Sometimes nothing is better than the all they trying to give you. I'd rather just not have none of that.
No,
if you're trying to give me a whole bunch of stuff I don't want, and I just take the nothing.
No, that's not what I was talking about. That's not what I was talking about.
I
was saying when we talk about situations, right? When we say this generation, when we say
I sure do.
Right. And you just said our people don't have an agenda. No,
we don't.
That's not true.
I'm sorry. I'm not aware of Black people nationally agenda. As much as I do in the community, I'm not aware of Black people's agenda collectively. What's Black people agenda? So you can let me know. Please don't do that. Please let your dog know what's Black people agenda, because
But what's the white people agenda?
Oh, they're not being racist. Continue. It's a team sport. Racism is a team sport. Oh, they do it well.
Okay. This is why I'm gonna go.
Just let me know agenda. How come y'all not telling me Black people agenda? Everybody know Black people agenda. Please tell me Black people agenda.
Somebody call in and save me. Callers, please call in.
Again, because I just gave an agenda that Black people had, right?
What?
Did I not?
So then he said national.
Right, but
I'm sorry. I wasn't aware that we had an agenda. I'm sorry. What's our agenda?
It's a bunch of agendas. It's just I mean
that's our agenda.
But my thing is who's gonna get behind the agenda? See, that's the problem. See, we think
our constituents. When we do that's not a problem. That's a good thing. When we have an agenda, our constituents get behind it.
Okay,
that's the job in politics.
Okay, then, but
we can't act like we don't have constituents. But 70% of them don't do it.
I said we're not listening. Sierra said we are listening. Thank you, Sierra. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Okay. Ask you.
Hey, look, but I think this is good.
Boy, this morning.
But listen, we talking about voting, and we Black people.
Very important.
And
we invented the process.
And we Black people talking about voting, and this is how Black people talk about voting.
We got people didn't know.
We got different ideas.
No, Black people don't know that Black people invented politics. That's my job.
That's why they say that's theirs, but it's ours.
No, it's our job. You're supposed to learn more at home than you do in school. So you're supposed to learn more from your own brother.
I agree. Okay.
All right. Ask Kiana.
I definitely agree. No, I agree.
You're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, the new 99 Jams morning show on 99 Jams the Bird. If you missed it earlier, you can catch the replay by going to facebook.com/Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
The voice.
Right?
The voice.
This is the Ask Kiana segment. In Ask Kiana, we talk about love, relationships, highs and lows of dating, family challenges, sisterhood, brotherhood, self-tips, all that kind of good stuff. Here's the question. Dear Kiana, my daughter is 38 and still can't forgive me for being an alcoholic when she was young.
Boy, you was tough.
Will I never be forgiven? I have had my drinking under control for 6 years now. What else can I do? I don't want to leave this world and not be good with her. It's killing me. I need my baby girl back.
This is a tough one, but first you got to forgive yourself.
Fact.
All right.
Good kill shot.
I mean, when you look at, you have to forgive yourself, because you can't. Your guilt is because you haven't forgiven yourself. Like, you want her to forgive you because you want to sleep better at night.
Okay.
That's not her job. Unfortunately, you did what you did, and you cannot control how somebody else is going to be and when their forgiveness is going to come in. Right. Unfortunately, you made a decision that damaged a relationship, and those are facts. Right. And you can't tell her when it's okay for her to accept you back in her life like that, because the damage may have been so severe that she needs to pull back because she's afraid that it may happen again. So if you forgive yourself and then live your life and you prove to her every day that you are different, then you may see she may come back. But I can't tell you when she will, because the reality is she may never. And I'm very optimistic, but you keep on trying one, but you have to forgive yourself and you got to put in the work. And nobody can tell you the day that she's gonna say, okay, mom, everything's okay. And the reality is you may not ever get it.
I hear you.
I'm sorry.
You heavy this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, that was big.
Okay.
That was deep.
Anybody else got
just how can get deep is the abyss, baby. Deep is the abyss around here, y'all, man. That was a real one. And
no, that's right.
I was skinning and grinning, right? And then when the mother said I haven't had a drink in 6 years, it's like, hold on, whoa, this heavy right here, boy. Something needs to be forgiven. And Kiana said, right, man, everything started with who I got called out in front of the my mama company in the 80s, the same. The Michael Jackson song I'm talking about, y'all. The man in the mirror is the point, y'all, right?
Right.
No, I'm saying the man in the mirror is who you got to start with, though, man, is the point. And that's very powerful, Q, because, again, the love for anyone in this world starts with the person who's giving it. You see what I'm saying? So you have to love yourself, man, and forgive yourself for what you did. You know what I'm saying? And once you do that, you really ain't got to worry about the weight that you're trying to carry around, because you've already done your job, which is forgive yourself. And then now you've also satisfied it, right? Because you can't say I'm sorry and then don't change behavior, right? They say you have to change behavior. So you've done that and had that posture for the past 6 years, and we have a caller want to be a part of it, man. What it do, what the business is, trying to talk to Brother John got you here.
Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? What's on your mind? It's Freestyle Friday.
It's Sierra Clark Joseph Morning Breakfast Club, and she didn't say she was done drinking. She said she now has it under control, which means she might still be drinking. But even if she's still drinking, it's still the daughter prerogative to whether she wants to forgive her. It's up to her. She, like Kiana said, she got to forgive herself. Like me and my sister had this thing with my mama. She don't owe me no sorry. What was. You can't take it back. You can't make up for it. Let's start now. So let's start from there. Forget if the daughter can forgive her or not. Can y'all have a relationship in spite of what she did or did not do as a mother? And then maybe y'all can move forward with something. But it definitely starts with her forgiving herself for her not being in her daughter's life like she might feel like she needs to. And that's all I got to say. And I love and I appreciate y'all. And I like the way y'all talking about voting today.
Thank you so much. You're a joyful everything, beautiful being. Appreciate you calling and your support.
Yes, we do.
So what she was saying too, it's always on the daughter to do what she want to do regardless, and that's why we say it's on the mother to forgive herself first. You see what I'm saying? Because you can't control other people.
Somebody else's prerogative.
You really you can't control them, and then a lot of times people are looking for forgiveness so they feel better. And you know what I mean? Like when you ask for it, like you be like, I want you to forgive me, because you want
make them feel better.
You want to know you made the decision, and now you have to stand on it. And sometimes the decisions you make have consequences for a lifetime.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't know what trauma that daughter is experiencing because of what happened. And the mother don't know, even though she know what happened, she know what she did. But she don't know how that trauma.
You don't know what the real impact
impacted her, and you got to let it breathe.
She brought us on a good point too, though. She did not say that she was done drinking. So every time the child
under control,
every time the child sees her drinking, it probably is the equivalent. And I'm just a guesstimation or whatever. It may be right, Preno, the trigger. It may be the equivalent of you swerving through traffic in a car with someone who's been in a very bad accident. You know what I'm saying? They always gonna kind of hit you in your chest, on your arm, or tense up and stuff, right? And hey, and they gonna let you know that too, man.
But
you know what I'm saying? They gonna let you know that trauma response every time. Hey, man, I've been in a car accident. You know what I'm saying? You can't drive like that in the car.
And you ever seen when people that drink always think they have it under control?
Wow.
Says a drinker.
Wow.
But I mean,
I ain't drunk.
I think
I drive better.
I shoot pool better when I'm drinking.
Right. So people who drink,
call them an Uber. Call them an Uber.
That's big stuff right there, Kiana. Because I used to say, I never called myself an alcoholic, right? So my years out there, I used to always tell people, you know what I'm saying, hey, I'm not an alcoholic. Alcoholics try to quit drinking because they see they got a problem.
Right.
So when I started to try to quit drinking, it's like, hold on, bro. You an alcoholic, boy.
When you start trying to quit.
When I started trying to quit drinking.
And couldn't quit, or just or like the struggle to quit.
I don't know, because it didn't come out like, hey, you're gonna struggle.
Because I heard you when you said this. This is what I heard, because it's like you think you have it under control, and then when you say I'm gonna stop, and now you get into that struggle of like, no, I really want to drink.
Yeah,
it's not like, okay, I'm gonna stop, and now as soon as you say I'm done,
I think it's a hindsight conversation too, brother John, because what I did was I was able to see in hindsight, okay, well, a couple of times I was stopping and starting back. You know, I go like a year and a half drinking, and then I drink again, and I felt like because I was able to stop and start, you know what I mean?
At will,
I had control of the situation, so I'm not in that situation. Then in hindsight again, it's like, no, you were stopping and stopping. So no, there was an issue. So that's why I tell people right now, you know, y'all don't all heard it. You know, if you see me with a drink in my hand, go find who poisoned your boy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because no.
Made up mind. Yeah, made up mind. It's like done. For real done.
Shout out done.
All right, done. All right, y'all. We gotta land this plane. I like Freestyle Friday, man.
Eric.
I like Freestyle Friday, and so next time we should have this system in place where we'll be able to play the music.
DJ. The
Soprano,
DJ,
man.
Okay, so it's not gonna be Mr. Edmonds. It's gonna be Shawty Soprano.
DJ Shawty Soprano.
DJ Shawty J. Yeah.
We got a DJ crew. We don't call it DJ crew.
Yeah, we gonna bring
DJ Reno in the building.
DJ Reno
from.
Yeah,
I go right into it, man. When I was DJing. I DJ the wedding. What you DJ, Reno?
Nothing.
Oh, hold on. What DJ, brother?
I used to throw house parties.
Oh, throw a house party.
You DJ the wedding?
New Style Express. That was our crew. New Style Express.
I put the playlist together.
Hey, he talking about he DJ the wedding. That was a playlist.
But putting the playlist together is a.
I caught the CDs.
Remember we got like that though. We had a DJ that came in and put on a playlist.
His name shall stay. You know what I'm saying? With us.
Yeah, we not them people. But we had a DJ that came in and put on a playlist and was going.
Hey, then walked around
in the lobby watching the game.
Hey, y'all good enough?
Paid good.
Hey, y'all good enough?
What he did though, big shouts out to our brother though, because what he did though, he let us know that we don't need a DJ.
What?
Forward, we don't need a DJ.
Boy, after that, boy, it's over.
After that, the DJ budget was cut.
Boy, listen.
Somebody said, man, he was in a lot watching the game last year. I said, oh Lord, because I was asking what the score was.
Hey, listen. The next year, the conversation was who we getting a DJ, how much? I playlist,
right?
Playlist. We gonna make a subscription and get a playlist just for that day.
And that's what they said. This was funny. It was because he said we gonna use Pandora. Somebody said pay for it, so we don't have to worry about the ad. Mr. Edmonds say we ain't worried about them now. Let them play.
Big shout out to DJs though, man. We couldn't do it without y'all, man. We couldn't feel good.
That's right. There's some really good DJs.
And he's one of them.
Yeah,
he's absolutely one of them.
He just gave us the shade tree that day.
He was just off. He was off that day.
He wanted to come back and get on the brakes.
No. He wanted to see how far he could go, what he could get away with.
He did that like he do that all the time.
Some people ride bikes with no hands though.
He did.
That wasn't that new.
Ride bikes with no hands.
But you know what? It has been wonderful. This Freestyle Friday.
Taking charge of the time. I want to remind y'all, early voting has started. The last day to early vote is this Sunday, August 21st, and you can vote on Sunday from 8 to 5.
That's right.
You go to your polling location. Also, there's 2 rolls to the polls. One will be at 9:30, starting at Thomas Jet Jackson Recreation Center, aka
Wildwood.
Yep. And then there's another one that'll be at Williams Park at 3 p.m. from 3 to 5, and you can actually go right around the corner to the supervisor of elections.
I want to say this here. Make sure if you have a mail-in ballot that you do not mail it in, that you take it.
At this point,
At this point, you just take it in.
Yeah.
And make sure you circle Caprice Admin for school board district.
Lead that.
Right. And you could go to the DM. And you could go to the DMV.
Yes. Shout out to Miss B.
Big shout out to Miss B, man. I'm sorry, Kiana. Go ahead.
No, and you can go to the DMV and drop off these ballots.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I seen that in the chat.
Man, we got 2 ladies, man, in the building, man. Not in the building, but we're gonna put them in the building. That's called a school board, y'all.
Dr. Keisha Benson gonna be here. She'll be here Monday.
She'll be out here Monday.
Yep, she'll be here Monday. Final thoughts, y'all. Even though we like way over time, let's go.
Go, Reno.
You ladies first.
No, because it goes this way. Go.
She just made that up. That ain't really a rule. That ain't really a rule. It usually go that way.
No, really,
that's not really a rule.
No, we
let Carla go first.
When you're right, you're right, and when you're not, you're not.
We let Carla go first, though.
No, but Carla ain't been here in a while. And then every time we do it, when Jabar's here, let's say
this is the on-air debrief, right?
No, and when Jabar's here, we go Jabar, Kiana, Brother John.
Okay.
Sometimes. It's just me and you. No, sometimes. And
do it really go that way?
Yeah, we really do.
Okay.
And then,
this thing like 5 years old, Kiana.
Maybe it's an observation that I just wasn't aware of.
And when me and you just here, who started off? I'm right here.
Mm-hmm.
I always start off.
So it go this way?
And it goes that way.
So that's the rule.
Yeah,
okay.
Go.
And hurry up. You don't agree with the rule?
Come on, man. We ain't got no time.
This democracy.
We got Sister Hughes on the way. The legendary.
I think Sister Hughes might be off today. That's why we kind of got a little bit of liberty. But Mr. J gonna be like, y'all tripping, man.
Man.
Okay.
That was your final thoughts. Just go.
My final thought.
I'm gonna go. Let me show y'all what he look like on camera right there. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Go ahead.
So my parting words is make sure you go vote.
Please.
Make sure your voice heard, even if you're not a voting person at this time. And you might have to ask somebody who to vote for.
Right. Yeah.
And I say vote for Caprice Edmond for School Board District 7.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, vote your conscience.
Right.
There you have it.
Be the change you want to be.
Okay.
Please, 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 please. Life is so short.
That's right.
True.
Right. If you're mad at somebody and it's not this, just
even if it is that serious.
Yeah, sometimes chop it
sometimes
up because
really
I mean the worst thing you want to happen is somebody to pass away and you didn't get to tell them, and you carry that guilt with you and appreciate life. That's it.
Believe and do good.
Man, hey man, get a part of your children's class dojo.
Yeah.
Be a part of class dojo.
Get in the class dojo.
Boy, this is the first week, boy.
Yeah.
I'm already in here talking.
You in the class dojo?
Major talking.
I love that. All right, y'all. You listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. This is Freestyle Friday. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
This is the one and only Mr. Edmond.
It's your brother Reno Moore.
And we out. Y'all take care. Believe and do good. Peace. Let's see.
Hello, my name is Dr. Keisha Benson, and I'm running for Pinellas County School Board countywide. I grew up right here in Pinellas County. 6 generations of my family are here, and I enjoy spending afternoons in my grandfather's corner store by Melrose Elementary. I graduated from Lakewood High School, FAMU, and earned my second master's and PhD in social work from UNC Chapel Hill. I've been a social worker for over 20 years working with children and families. I'm an experienced educator and a college professor, and I have 3 young children currently enrolled in Pinellas County schools. I know that families like yours and mine are trying harder and harder to create a better future for our children, and we need leaders on our school board who will do just that for our kids from cradle to career. When we come together to support teachers, school personnel, and use data-driven programs, we will provide a quality education for all Pinellas students. I've been recommended by Tampa Bay Times, SEIU, Mayor Ken Welch, and other elected officials across our county, and I'm ready to work with you to make sure that every child in Pinellas County succeeds, no matter their zip code. Please vote Keisha Benson on or before August 23rd for Pinellas County School Board, District 3. Political advertisement.